and they supposed to be froze. Ooh. Gucci on me head to toe. If you lie to me, I gotta let you go. Club, bought a broke bag. 24, time to show 'em what that, Cut the check, bye, bye, bye. Foreign trips, bye, bye, bye. OG, lie detective.
It is NBA action on EA Sports. I'm Ed Cohen. Great to be joined by Jay Williams. Should be a terrific game here tonight. From TD Garden in Boston, tonight, the Boston Celtics taking on the Denver Nuggets. The Celtics control the opening tip, and we're underway in downtown Boston. Walker. He'll go to the foul line to shoot.
Hey, look, sometimes you need to feel out your opponent. Let him know you're there. I'm okay with that early foul.
First one, count it. Second one off the mark. He goes 1 for 2. And a pass stolen by Boston.
Now push it. Let's attack in transition so we can build this lead.
Hayward, his first effort, off the mark. Nikola Jokic with a piece.
Sent a message on that one, Ed.
In scores at the basket. Great body control, Jay. He was a freight train down the lane.
He's been doing this for years. The physicality in which he plays. No one wants to see that. You're going to leave the game with black and blue marks all over your body.
That'll humble the rookie. Porter Jr. off the mark. Brown into the front court.
Oh, he sent that one to the third row.
He was locked in. That was impressive. To Porter. Oh, great pass. Setting up the basket.
Look, there was barely any contact on that last play. I agree with the ref's no call. Let him play.
Knocked loose. Picked up by the Nuggets. Porter. Walker into the front court. Leads one. Converts in the paint. Nice finish at the rim.
Ed, sometimes less is more. Keeping it simple is the best way.
Denver's got it. To Porter. Fires the three. And that one out of bounds off a Nugget. Into the front court, it's Walker. Leads 3. To Cantor. Shot from the lane, won't go.
And physicality is your friend. Don't let these guys get any easy ones down low. Make them look at the refs, wondering where the foul was every time.
Gets it to go. Could have been more. A lot of contact, but no foul.
Some players are just built to absorb the contact. He pretty much dusted that defender off like that was a bug at the park.
Knocked loose. Jokic to Porter. Has a chance. Can't connect. Doesn't have the touch. No good. Porter to Millsap. Jason Tatum rejects it.
Just erasing mistakes left and right.
Oh, good offense beating good defense.
Just let me break down to all the young players at home how special of a pass this was. That was a perfect delivery, and it hit the player right in the chest.
To Jaylen Brown. Nikola Jokic tips it.
That's why a rim protector is a necessity in this game.
To Millsap. Jokic. 4-3. Man, that was a tough shot.
This is a game of ways. As a defense, you have to recognize that they come and they go. That will not be the case all the time moving forward.
Across the timeline, it's Walker. 5-point game. And they call it.
That's just a blatant foul. Maybe he's trying to make a statement.
Mixing things up. Hockey line substitutions. Both teams making changes.
Team foul number 2. First foul in the final 2 minutes.
Give it to him. Kemba Walker. 2 for 3 now here in the first.
Just a ball-handling wizard, still putting people under his spell.
Barton lets it fly from beyond the arc. Had made his first couple, but he misses there.
Great contest by the D, but I want to see the coaching staff call the same exact play the next possession. Get that offensive player the ball. Let him prove that it wasn't the D. It was more in his own head.
Jokic. For 3. That won't go. Celtics have it. Here comes the screen. Walker to Cantor. Short jumper off the mark. Martin into the front court. Exactly a minute to go here in the opening quarter. Gets a look. Can't hit. To Kemba Walker. Hayward. Wide open look, won't go.
Look, sometimes it takes a little while to get into the flow of the game. During the next timeout or during the next break in action, take the ball, go shoot it. See the ball go through the net a couple of times.
Walker with the basketball. They can go 2 for 1 if they hurry. Out of bounds the call. Last touch by Jason Tatum. Changes coming from both sides right now.
Into the game for the Denver Nuggets, number 41.
Denver ball right now. Barton. Lets it fly from long range. That's off the side of the rim, short.
Just because you're an elite shooter doesn't mean you need to shoot the ball every possession. Maybe give a head fake, crack into the defender, get to the free throw line, see the ball go in the hole.
That misses with 2 seconds to go. That's it for the first quarter. The Nuggets in front. One quarter down. Long way to go. So, buckle up. It's wide open.
Yeah, both teams have came out. They play with great energy, and they've also done an excellent job of establishing their own tempo. They have to make sure they have to push through that and do more of that in the second quarter.
And he's fouled. Very close, Jay. The results, he's going to the line.
I don't know about that one, Ed. I always thought your hand was part of the ball.
Can't connect on the first free throw. Missed the second as well. Nuggets with the basketball. A bad pass, and the Celtics have it. Probing the defense. And the slam.
Oh, man, did you see that swiftness? He dunked that thing like a tennis ball.
It looked like that in his hand. Murray with it. He'll run the offense. And Boston has the rebound. knocked out. Ah, rocking the rim.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice finish. It's all business.
Won't go down. Murray into the front court. Leads 5. A pass taken away by the Celtics. Knocked loose. Wow, look at him dive for the loose ball. And he's fouled. Nice move that time, and he's going to the line for 2.
Ed, as a defender, you cannot, I repeat, you cannot foul in the act of upward motion into your shot. Your timing needs to be better.
First try, no good. Missed the second one as well. Murray with the basketball. Up 5. To Millsap. Going to launch. Beyond the arc. That's off the side of the rim. No good. Brown with it up top. Looking to make something happen. Hayward. That's off the side of the rim. Short. Millsap to Jokic. Oh, Nikola Jokic. He's finally on the board. Makes his first shot.
Attack mode isn't a switch that you can just turn on and off. He needs to do more of that. We need to see him penetrate, get into that lane, and create.
Off the mark. With defense like that, little margin for error.
Your contest was great because of your proximity to the player. You forced his follow-through to be cut short, which made him short-arm the shot.
He was all over him. Missed the shot. No free throws. Jokic. Short jumper won't go down.
That's how you do it. You keep riding him to the basket, and if the refs aren't calling it, keep being physical. Keep knocking him off balance.
Both coaches hitting the reset button. Fresh legs coming onto the floor. Nuggets have the possession. Barton. Here's a chance from long range. Won't go down. To Marcus Smart. Off the assist.
Great job using that shoulder to create contact with the defender without hesitation.
Barton. Short jumper stays out.
And it's never a great thing when you're talking to yourself the entire next possession about the shot you just missed. Now you know you're in that player's head mentally.
Barton to Jokic. Can't connect from in close.
It's easy. Force guys into low percentage shots. That's the reason why we're big into stats. It was all provided to you before the game in the scouting report.
Knocks it down from mid-range. Jokic. From long range. Buries it on the catch and shoot.
Well, the defense has been good, but the shot-making ability has been better. And sometimes for NBA players at this level, the more you're in their face, the more it helps them center their focus on the target, which is making a shot. I know it sounds weird, but trust me, it's a real thing.
Going the other way. To Millsap. Fires the three. Can't connect. It's no good. Cantor. Great dish to set it up. Count the basket inside.
Woo, did you see that? Eyes to the rim, and the rest was all net.
Nuggets have the possession. Barton to Jokic. Over to the right side. Shot won't go. He has to create to get a better look. Brown into the front court. The margin is 2. Halftime on the horizon. To Hayward. beyond the arc for three. So the first points for him in this first half, and he knocks it down for three.
Yeah, they really need him to get going. Really surprised that none of his teammates have been talking to him. This is when he needs him the most. They have to uplift him, help him continue to be confident on the court.
And the rebound claimed by Denver. Has a look. Add 2 points to the board. Late heave to beat the buzzer. Time expires to end the first half. The Nuggets with the lead.
It's time for the Rose Report at halftime, and it's brought to you by EA Sports. The Nuggets have themselves a narrow lead. It was their playmaking, the way they gave each other scoring opportunities. That really impresses me. I love seeing unselfish basketball like that. These are the guys getting buckets for the Denver Nuggets. The Celtics are keeping things exciting in a close matchup. They certainly staked the flag in the paint. They were dominant around the rim on the offensive end. Have a look at the leading scorers for the Boston Celtics.
Game track. Steals.
Some very aggressive defense has allowed both teams to rack up a lot of steals. Ball security will be the key in the upcoming half, especially for the weakest dribblers. You know who you are.
Player of the half.
I'm ready to skip ahead and just get this guy player of the game. You can tell he's on his way to a special game.
Who was cold?
No one wants to be picked for this segment, but he couldn't avoid it. Maybe he'll turn things around in the second half. Here we go with the top plays from the first half.
Number 2. Number 1.
All right, back to the second half. I'll see you after the game.
It's Denver's ball. Fires the three. That no good. Off the mark. Jamal Murray. He engulfed him that time.
Shooters shoot, period. I don't want to hear any excuses. That's why you're on the floor. You keep doing what you're doing with that superior confidence.
The assist from number 7, Jaylen Brown.
Murray into the front court. His guys now down by a point. 4-3. Tough shot. He hits.
And here's a setup, Ed, down the stretch. From a player who's been in these type of positions, eventually I'm going to hit you with a head fake, and you're going to have to jump considering I just made the last couple of threes. And that's when I find an easy way to get to the rim or force the defense to collapse to kick out for, guess what, another one.
Murray with it. Tie game, third quarter. To Millsap. Jamal Murray. Shot off the mark. Good defense. Count it. No and one. There was some contact there.
Ooh, cool, calm, and collective. The 3 C's. His handles are effortless.
Denver's got it. They get it down to Millsap. Jason Tatum sends it away.
Ed, that's light work for a guy with his ability.
Walker into the front court. The lead is 2. A drive down the lane, but the shot won't go down.
It's easy for the offense to get agitated when you keep turning around and the defense is right there in your face. The jawing is only going to escalate.
Nice pass to get things going.
In the paint, you need to finish. Just like that.
Into the front court, it's Walker. Our score all even in this third quarter. Give it to him. Kemba Walker. He's 3 of 5. 60% shooting from the field.
When the ball's in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
Nothing going here on that drive. Walker gets it to go. Didn't have many choices there. Lets it fly.
This is why I go back into player mode. If a dude starts to try to have 40 points on me, I'm going to foul out. I'm going to start hitting him in places he's not used to being hit. I'm trying to do anything to throw him off his game.
Tough shot. Well defended. Brown with it up top. They lead it. 4-point game. Walker to Jaylen Brown. Paul Millsap swats it. Turnover gives them the possession. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. Smothering D. To Walker. Great look and vision. Got a piece of it.
Jumping out the gym right now, Ed.
Great anticipation. Time to adjust. Both coaches making changes on the floor.
Subbing in for the Nuggets, number 1.
To Millsap. Trying to cash in. Millsap shot. No good.
Let's be realistic. He's probably not going to miss. Oh! Out there looking like the Kimbe Mutombo.
Took it right to him, and the defender was ready. Walker. Give it to him. Kemba Walker. With that shot, he's 5 for 8.
And here's a next-level comment for you. K-Walk is one of the rare guys in the league today that blurs the lines between the streets and the league.
Millsap. Rebound hauled in by the Celtics. Finishing inside the paint on that one.
And the true test of a team's character is how they respond when they get hit in the mouth. Keep digging.
To Porter. For 3. That's off the side of the rim. No good. It's a big finish. Jay, I'm surprised he had a chance to wrap him up.
Well, you're not the only one surprised. This guy is not a good free throw shooter. You never let him have an easy bucket. If anything, make him earn it at the charity stripe.
Both teams tweaking their lineups. Here come some changes. Murray into the front court. His guys trail by 10. Nothing going here on that drive. 3 seconds. Layup's good. That's as high percentage as it gets.
There you go. I like seeing scoring coming from unlikely sources.
Murray with the basketball. The deficit now up to a dozen. Shot from the lane won't go. To Cantor. From the painted area, won't go down.
Pick up, pick up, pick up.
And the finish at the rim.
Man, that may not have been a gimme, but that layup at the rim definitely chips away at the pride of the defense.
Boston with the basketball. Mason Plumlee able to recover with the block. Couldn't keep it in. Out off Will Barton. Lets it fly from long range. Plumlee's there for the rebound. That misses with 2 seconds to go. And that one out of bounds off a nugget. Long key from three-quarters court. Third quarter comes to an end with the Celtics in front. It's the Celtics with the ball as we start this fourth quarter. They have clearly been the better side so far. Jay, that's reflected on the scoreboard.
Well, the cardinal rule in the game of sport is whenever you go into the fourth quarter, it's 0-0. You have to play the game with the scoreboard saying 0-0. And if you can win that game by double digits, then you've done your job in the fourth.
And Kemba Walker, muscle memory put to good use there.
It's easy to get lost in the chaos of the game down the stretch. But great awareness by the shooter to get those toes right behind the three-point line.
Heat check needed. When Will Barton gets going, look out.
Ed, let me tell you how this one goes. It ain't no fun if the homies can't have some. Everyone's getting a piece of the rock tonight.
Won't go down. Defender's lucky he wasn't called.
It's because he took his eye off his target, Ed. As an offensive player, you have to glare at where the defender's coming to, but quickly redirect yourself to your actual target. He was more consumed with the defender than he was the actual rim.
And his Cantor above the rim.
Well, we got a chance to firsthand watch something be created. I think we just watched an epidemic of passing. I've never seen something like this before. It was so contagious, everybody started to do it, and it ultimately led to the other team's demise.
If that's an epidemic, sign me up. To Porter. Short jumper won't go down.
I just love where this takes you into the psychological battle as a player offensively. Was that a great contest, or did you just miss the shot? But now you have me thinking about that the entire next possession.
Denver ball right now. To Millsap. Going to launch beyond the arc. That'll humble the rookie. Porter Jr. off the mark. Across the timeline, it's Walker. His guys leading by 14. And he finishes at the rim.
You know, Ed, I'm down with guys having 35, 40, maybe 50 points in the game. But the one thing you look for in a defensive end, when there's a huddle after a guy has dropped multiple buckets on you in a row, and everybody's quiet, nobody stands up and says, yo, I got him, I'm going to stop him, you're in a worrisome place for your team.
Walker with the basketball. His guys hold a commanding lead. Nice pass to set things up. Now whistle. Timeout for Denver as they'll make sure they're all on the same page here in the fourth quarter. Looks like both teams are making substitutions. To Millsap. Here's a chance from long range. Rebound pulled in by Hayward. Has a chance, and he hits.
You know, it reminds me, Ed, of a story a legendary coach once told me. He said, if you ever get in a fight, you're not going to hit somebody with an open hand, correct? You'll probably break a finger. But if you hit somebody with a fist, what is that? That's 5 fingers working collectively together as one. That's how you deliver a knockout punch, and that's what we're seeing tonight.
To Cantor. Knocks it down from mid-range.
It can only be one of two things here. One, the defender ran out of gas. Or two, this dude is just unstoppable.
To Jokic. Jamal Murray. He was all over him.
And big-time coaching strategy by the staff right there, utilizing their bench, keeping fresh legs on that shooter consistently throughout the course of the game.
Murray into the front court. His guys down big. Porter. To Jokic. from long range. Off the mark. No good. Brown into the front court. Looking to make something happen. And too much contact.
Those cat-like hands almost got a steal.
Both coaches dipping into their reserves. Changes coming onto the floor.
Stepping in for the Boston Celtics, number 8.
Walker. Not that time. He missed it. To Millsap. Fires the three. He is yet to hit one tonight. No good. Ball's controlled by Boston. Walker to Cantor. Nice pace. Sets it up and slams it down.
I remember my high school coach said one man can't beat 5. Well, I'm telling you right now, he lied. I'm watching it happen in person.
To Will Barton. The shot almost.
Your contest was great because of your proximity to the player. You forced his follow-through to be cut short, which made him short-arm the shot.
Beyond the arc for 3. Can't go down. Smothering defense. Walker into the front court. His guys holding the big lead. And now a reach, and that's going to be an intentional foul. Free throws here in the final minute of play.
Ed, you can't lunge like that.
Knocks down the first. Can't connect on the second, and he splits the pair. To Jokic. Missed it. He always has the green light, but the defense was ready.
The contest was good, but you being a nuisance was great. Continue to be that gnat that no matter how many times you swing at it, it never goes away.
Has a look. Barton shot off the mark.
I'm not sure that the contest on the shot contributed to the miss, but what it might have done is seep into the confidence of the shooter that the next time he might decide to try to drive to the rim instead of settling for a jump.
It's a victory here for the Celtics as they win this one in blowout fashion. That'll wrap things up. For Jay Williams and our entire crew, I'm Ed Cohen. This has been a presentation of the NBA on EA Sports.
Hey everyone, it's Jalen Rose, and it's time for the EA Sports post-game wrap-up. The Celtics could not have been more dominant in this game. The scoring display they put on is going to be hard to forget. It's hard to imagine anyone doesn't come away impressed with how effectively they score their points. Here are the guys who put up the most points for the Boston Celtics. The Nuggets really lost big in this matchup, and you can tell it was tough on them. And every team in this league loses games. You just don't want to lose them like this. I can already see a players-only meeting in their future. Here are the guys who put up the most points for the Denver Nuggets.
Game track. Field goals.
The Boston Celtics were tough to beat today considering how well they shot the ball. It's easy to frustrate your opponent when even their best defensive effort doesn't translate into a lead, or more importantly, a win.
Player of the game.
Tatum read the defense perfectly, and his teammates reaped the benefits with easy baskets.
Who was cold?
This isn't the segment you want to be in, of course, but even the best players find their way into this part of the show. top plays, and we've got 3 of them for you.
Number 2. Number 1.
And here we've got the upcoming games for the Boston Celtics. See y'all next time. Jalen Rose signing out.
Count it up, count it up, count it up, count it, count it up, count it up, count it up, count it, count it up, count it up, count it up, count it. Count it up, count it up, count it up, count it, count it up, count it up, count it up, count it, count it up, count it up, count it up, count it. I know that it's difficult. I'm stacking this paper, it's sort of habitual. I put a residual and f***ing your like it's part of my ritual, part of the visual. But money you give me it's typical. I wanted it physical. $1 million I count up in intervals. Without it I'm miserable. Don't wanna fall off, so I'm all in my bag. Thinking God like it's biblical. I know it's gonna solve every problem I have. I bought on the principle. Remember the teachers was all on my. Now look, all of them pitiful. And all of a sudden I'm so good at math. Count it up, count it up, count it up, count it, count it up, count it up, count it up. Count it, count it up, count it up, count it up, count it. Can't take it when you die, but you can't live without it. Count it up, count it up, count it up, count it, count it up, count it up, count it up, count it, count it up, count it up, count it up, count it. Can't take it when you die. Uno, dos, tres. Big bills, big bills. I fell in love with big wheels and quick thrills. My running tip drills, can't sit still. Don't give a if it kills. It mixed well. I'm only counting big bills, big bills. I fell in love with big wheels and quick thrills. My running tip drills, can't sit still. Don't give a if it kills. It mixed well. I'm only counting. Uno, dos, tres, cuatro. Proceed with caution. I heard if you taste it, it only results in a hole in your heart. I take the whole cake and I won't leave a portion. It's only an organ. Thank God mama couldn't afford it. The loneliest orphan. I flip my misfortune and grow me a fortune. My rollie is scorching. The that hated is slowly endorsing. Not coldly important. My beside me like Tommy and Martin. We ballin' your courtin'. The with your like we turning your heart in. She don't need a. She from all of the money we countin'. Count it up, count it up, count it up, count it, count it up, count it up, count it up, count it, count it up, count it up, count it up, count it. Can't take it when you die, but you can't live without it. Count it up, count it up, count it up, count it, count it up, count it up, count it up, count it, count it up, count it up, count it up, count it. Can't take it when you die.
Last time that I checked, it was 5 chains on my neck. It was no on my rep. Last time that I checked, I was selling in the set. Make $250,000, no sweat. Last time that I checked, I'm the streets voice out west. Legendary self-made progress. Last time that I checked, first you get the money, then respect, then the power and the come next. Last time that I checked, I've been self-made from the dribble. I was been saying I'm a killer. Playing no games with you. Pop clutch, switch lanes on you. Look, I laid down the game for you. Taught you how to charge more than what they paid for you. Own the whole thing for you. Reinvest, double up, then explain for you. Gotta be love. Run the city, it gotta be cuz. It's for the pieces I took off the